What's going on? Another episode of Life After Prison. I might change that name though, because I seen a whole bunch of that on YouTube. So, but right now, that's what it's called on my YouTube channel. The apple don't fall far from the tree. Subscribe down low. Make sure y'all subscribe, because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, be on this new jack shit. You know what I mean? Make me some money off of, YouTube, things of that nature. In this episode, I show you guys my day, my start of my day. From each episode, I'm gonna show you different parts of my day, as far as like getting up at the halfway house, get on the bus, something I hate to do, going to work, you know what I mean? Just the average day that I'm not used to having. See, I'm catching the bus. This is my daily routine. I wake up, get ready for work, get dressed, come out here and catch the bus. Fuck in my mind, I gotta do what I gotta do. But in reality, I hate this shit. I'm not used to catch the buses like this, but it's all good. You know what I mean? I gotta do what I gotta do to get free, stay free. The halfway house, I'm gonna show you a picture of that probably the next episode. Try to sneak some footage of it inside of it. But I'm on the University of Minnesota campus, which is like right off the, right by the dorms and the frat houses and stuff like that. But right off the highway. So yeah, it's that type of party. It's cold as hell out here. See, I'm all bundled up, and this is what it do. This is what I gotta do to survive right now. You know what I mean? In the world which is what I'm in. Back in the day, my average day was, if I had my shop, I had some business, get up, I get some business, but really I get up in the morning, give me some breakfast, come back, get dressed, and wait till my phone start ringing, which it rang all day. So answering and hitting my moves, making my money, you know what I mean? Now it's like I'm responsible, I gotta get up, be somewhere on time, make sure I'm there. These are all things that I wasn't really used to, I come and go as I please. That's one thing hustling do. Hustling gives you a false narrative sometimes of what a boss is. You know what I mean? We use that word real loosely. I'm a boss, I'm this, I'm paid, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I mean? But it's really a loose narrative of what a boss really truly is. What's going on? As you see, I'm on a bus. I'm learning that now, if all I hang around with is hustlers and people that in the streets, then naturally 9 out of 10, that's what I'm eventually be in, gravitate to, or be a part of. And so I'm learning to change my environment, I started doing this before I got locked up, I cut everybody off, you know what I mean? I had some good partners, some good friends, you know what I'm saying? But I said, I'm tired of people watching me and criticizing me and watching me and telling me what I'm doing or ain't doing. I don't need the naysayers no more. I want to just do me. For years, I was a part of the cash maker family, as he say. The other day he had me on live say, I've been executed. I was removed from the cash maker family, which, if that's how he feels, then I'm okay with that. But for me, it was getting out of the shadow of someone way, getting out of his shadow, getting out of his way, so he could be the man he needed to be. I wasn't really with a lot of stuff that he was trying to do, and not saying it's negative or bad. Ox, that's my guy, gonna be my guy for life. You know what I mean? That's my dog. I asked Cashmaker, I just needed to step out of his shadow because his presence was big for me in my life. You know what I'm saying? I always looked up to the brother. I always respected him. I always kind of like, I found myself trying to like emulate some of the things that he was doing. I wanted to be the hustler he was at the time. I wanted to be the, the businessman he was trying to be, and I wanted to be a part of that, and involve myself in that, and try to help push that. And I kept create a narrative for him that he's now on. You know what I mean? Which is okay. You know what I mean? But I had to get out. I had to learn how to get out of other people's shadow and create my own. I had to have my own shadow to stand in, my own presence to stand in. So even on the hustler side, I needed to do my thing without nobody watching me, paying attention to me, and so I could grow and could be me. One thing I learned though that made me be aware of life is that you can't do nothing broke. And I think that's probably one of the main reasons I hustled the way I hustle, because you can't do nothing broke. Like if you want to start a business, if you want to buy a house, buy a car, you can't do it broke. You can't do nothing broke. All these little pie in the sky, your social security number is your bank account and this, that, and the other. Yeah, I ain't never seen it. You know what I mean? If you got good credit, you can go, well, listen. When I started have my business, every time I go, the business is based upon your credit as a business owner, unless you set it up as a corporation and go through all these other little ups and downs. You still got to have a good credit score. As a business, Dun and Bradstreet, you still got to have a good credit score somewhere down the line in order to get a loan or get a line of credit or a trade line or any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You still got to have money at the end of the day. So to me, hustling was a way of a way to be able to do the things I need to do, because I didn't spend my money on fancy cars and all the jewelry and all that stuff. I spent my money on building myself. You know what I mean? On my kids, because that's your legacy. I spent it on my different business things I tried and failed at. You know what I mean? I tried. That's how I spend my money. I spend it on things that trying to get a bigger bag, a bigger flip. You know what I mean? That's how I spend my money. I didn't spend it on materialistic things. It's based upon your limitations in life. How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? See, I don't see myself just being okay with doing things and that's it. I see myself in a whole bigger life, a whole bigger picture. People. That's the road I'm taking from this life at the prison thing. It's like I have to get away from the stigma of not being okay to struggle. I gotta be okay with struggle again, and struggling, and not just financially, but struggling mentally, emotionally, and be okay with saying I'm struggling. That's the thing that prison make you like. Okay. Prison to make you look at the world totally different. You sit in there and you watch people get on the phones and cry to their girls or cry about this nobody love care about, but as soon as they get out, they forget about all that pain. They forget about everything they've been through when they was in prison. They forget about all that, and some come out a little bitter, but as soon as they get a taste of freedom, they forget about everything else. You know what I mean? Prison is a unique situation. It's a power structure in prison. You got people that's religious, and they have like imams and the good talking preachers and the different religions in prison that put you on one base. You got the different gang cultures. Then you got the street. You know what I'm saying? What people can see you was and what people see you do, that's a level of power. You know what I'm saying? It also is a chip you can have on your shoulder. You know what I mean? Like for me, people see me do successful business stuff to them. People see me hustle, getting money in the streets. People see me on a religious level. So I had a gang of respect, and I didn't run around trying to fit in with nobody else either. I didn't sit around people and talk to them all day and deal with them and do shit like that. I didn't want to be around nobody really. If I want to be around you, I go around. If not, I stay out of the way, because to me it was like I don't really want to be here. You know what I mean? But I'm here. You know what I mean? So it's like now that I'm trying to have a life outside of hustling. One time I remember back in like 95, 96 when I was doing my very first prison bit. I was I was doing welding. At this time, St. Cloud was notorious for like gangs and Aryan Nation and PMB bikers and the Muslims. It was just everything you can imagine was there. But it also was a lot of educational things they don't do no more. There was a lot of like welding, carpentry, painting, this, that, and the other, print shops and everything. You get the car, auto bodies, everything they had. They had everything, right? So you come out there with man, you come out there with enough information and knowledge to really take on the world for real, and you can make a little money. But anyway, I was in the meeting with one brother back in the day named Pocket, Kamal Israel, my good brother of mine. We was in the welding program in St. Cloud. We was the only two blacks in there, and the rest was all white boys. So we used to always be in a little room doing our blueprints, me, him, and all the white boys in the little blueprints, and discussions would come up, talks would come up, shit would come up. I can't remember exactly how that, but a discussion came up between one of the Aryan dudes. He was kind of new. So everybody know in prison, if you were new coming into prison and you're an Aryan or whatever, you kind of like low, unless you already got rank on the street, you low, you a send-off, you know what I'm saying, you really a wannabe. You might not even have been an Aryan on the street, just came there and became an Aryan for protection. So anyway, we in the room talking, and we ended up having a discussion about race. I think that was during the time of it could have been during the time of Rodney King, but no, maybe it was after that. It was way after that. Something was going on in the world that made us talk about race, and the white boy said some shit that I ain't like. So I checked the shit out of him, said something like, "Man, you better woo, whatever, right?" So, make a long story short, real quick. I leaves to go to child. Well, back during this time, the prison child hall was segregated. You had GDs over here, Crips over here, Bloods over here, Vice Lords over here, Neutrons over here, Natives, Asians, white boys. The Natives and the Asians click together. They always click together and probably always will. Why? I don't know. But so I'm sitting in my little, I was Neutron, I wasn't clicked up, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't my regular lunchtime, so I wasn't with my Muslim brothers. I'm sitting by myself. So I'm looking over to the area, and for something, my eye took me over to the area, and I'm looking, and I'm seeing all of them congregating, talking, looking at me. So I'm still not really thinking nothing of it, you know what I mean? At this time, I'm the imam of the Muslims in St. Cloud, so I'm not really thinking about it. I'm not really thinking about it. So I get back to the welding room. I'm in the room by myself. My Pocket had another class he had to go to, so now he gone. So I'm in the welding thing, working on my books. Arian come in and said, "Hey, we got an issue." I look up like, "What you talking about?" He said, "Man, my brothers told me that I gotta violate you because what you said was against the code and yada 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 yada." I'm like, they said what? Yeah, they put it. So you saying they put a hit out on me? Yeah, they saying that we gotta handle this, or you gotta apologize, and you gotta apologize to all the white dudes. I said, yeah. So I got up instantly, just took off. Beep. I ain't apologizing to nobody. Boop, boop, beep, 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 beep. So I whoops him real quick. He get a couple of good punches on me. I beat the shit out of the white boy though, right? So I ends up, we don't get caught at that time. I ends up going back to the unit, and I'm back at the unit, and I'm hearing all this noise and shit, or whatever, right? So next thing I know, I'm in a hole. White boy end up tell what happened to his face. They go back, look at the camera, see that we don't enter the room, took it to the hole. So I'm in a hole. At this time, I'm on honor side. I lose my honor side or whatever. It's all good, right? So I'm in a hole, but the brothers, the Muslims, the Moles, the Vice Lords, everybody that can ride out of the fire, right? So they try to figure out what's going on. They get wind of what's going on and find out there was a hit. And every brother, the brother Pharaoh, the brother Big Mo, rest in peace, Hanif, All the brothers went from cell to cell and whooped every white boy didn't get their hands on it, every single unit, right? Because they touched the imam, they touched their brother, somebody they love, they touched, So the warden ended up coming to my cell and in the hole. He said, man, I don't know what kind of power you think you got. I've been dealing with the warden. Me and the brother KB was dealing with the warden about getting stuff in Islam for a while. So he knew me personally, He said, listen, I don't know what happened. I don't know how you got this type of power that you can make these kind of things happen while you're in the hole. But I got locked in prison down because all the rash of fights that jumped off, right? So I'm sitting in a cell. I'm like, wow, them brothers did that. You know what I mean? So they said, also, we're gonna ship you out of here. We're shipping you to Appleton. I'm like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. So in my mind, that created a false sense of power. You couldn't tell me nothing after that. It created a false sense of power. Like, yeah, I got the back end of it's on. I whatever, you know what I mean? But I ain't go around start trouble nothing like that. But I knew that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I could have died in there, you know what I mean? I could have, you know what I'm saying? Or they could have left me in the hole for 300 days if they wanted to. But those type of things happen in prison, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just one story of many that I'm gonna tell you guys. But to end, you seen me catch the bus. You see me on my way to work. You see things at my job. If not, that's all that's coming up. But all this is in retrospect of me doing what I gotta do to live a life after prison. On this show, I'm gonna have people come and speak about what they done, life after prison, how they succeeded, how they failed. You know what I'm saying? What they needed to do to, it's gonna be advice, not just me always talking. I'm just trying to get the page going right now, but it's gonna be other people giving you advice on how they made it and how they stayed out. Some people, how the mistakes they made and how they got them back, like me. You know what I mean? All these things is a learning lesson I think we all need to share with each other. So thank you for coming, checking out my channel. Please subscribe at the bottom right there. I need the subscribers so I can get up there, so I can be able to share to more people. Let's make this a community about. Conscious thoughts. Not always just talking about or reliving negative things. Let's try to build upon something positive. Till next time, peace.